Assalamualaikum, my name is Nur Asia binti Jamion. I will begin my slide with the McGregor message and press question. The first message he wants to convey is about people react to the perception and assumption of the world. As we know, every human have their own perception in that situation. Even the situation is good or not, they will make their own assumptions. The second is about emphasize on the human potential for growth. From this, we can understand that every human have potential to grow their abilities step by step and become the success leader. The third is identification of leadership strategy to create enlightened workplace. To be a leader, they have to know what the kind of leader they want to be and they have to create the motivation or enlightened workplace. Next is prescription by McGregor. First is mutual satisfaction of individual needs and group growth. Everyone have their target goals to achieve for their own satisfaction. Second, leadership influence that relies on openness, honesty, and working through difference. To be an effective leader, they need to adaptable with their surrounding and environment. In the next slide, there is 4 ways to preserving human movement at work. First is maintaining the high standard of written and spoken communication. It is important to communicate well and write in formal way when in the inside of work to show the professionality between workers. Second, engaging as much face time as possible. Face time is a part of the communication because people can receive well and clear communication between them in another way face to face. Third is not hiding behind technology. People don't need to wasting time by playing with their handphone when at the meeting group because this will make people feel annoyed. Lastly, not being sarcastic or belligerent statement. People need to avoid the user's argument because it will lead the worst situation. Ethan Mayo, an organizational psychologist, was the father of the human relation movement. He was the first to realize that worker output and satisfaction linked to social factors, such as the way employees were treated on the job. On the 1927, Hawthorne experiment further proved the relationship between the understanding of worker psychology and output. In this experiment, psychologists developed a theory that additional lighting will have a positive effect on worker factory output. They increased the lighting and they were correct as production surged. In addition, the scientists lowered the lighting to a decimal amount, assuming that production will fall. Surprisingly, production increased even more, and this led to the discovery that the factory workers were overperforming because they know they were being watched as part of the study. This result became known as the Hawthorne effect. The attention from the study made them feel important and resulted in better output. This solidified the acceptance of the human relation movement. In conclusion, to be effective leader and have good human relation, they need to providing recognition of role and function within the group so that each member will feel satisfied and fulfill some of major interests or motives about their tasks. Second, being a leader, they need to understanding the relation with people. When the leader succeeds, they has learned two basic lessons, which is men are complex, men are different. Despite of that, being a leader consists a lot more than just understanding people, being nice to people, or not pushing people around. Democracy is sometimes thought to imply no division of authority, or to imply that everyone can be his own boss. Of course, that is nonsense, especially in business. But business leadership can be democratic in the sense of providing maximum opportunity for growth to each worker, so without creating anarchy. That's all. Thank you.